Cleanup and rebuilding continues in our area following the devastating Hurricane Helene. We know that it will take months, even years, to get back to where we once were. This morning, we want to welcome the couple of the members of the Washington County, Tennessee Long-Term Recovery Group to the show. We have Caroline Rush along with Bruce Treadway, and thank you both so much for being here.
Yes, thanks for having us.
Well, let's start with you, Caroline. Tell me a little bit about this group. I know you assembled really quite quickly after the hurricane, I understand.
We did, and you know, really our goal is to connect homeowners with resources that will help them rebuild and get them back on the feet to where they were before the flood happened. You know, it was so devastating for a lot of the families. A lot of people lost not only their homes, but also the land that it was on. So it's just, nothing is a one-size-fits-all, and we're really having to go case by case and make sure that we do right by everybody that was affected.
And that's one of the things we continue to hear is this isn't going to be a sprint, it is a marathon. It is going to take a lot of time to get back to where we were.
It is, yes, absolutely.
And certainly a lot of resources. And Bruce, I know you've been volunteering really since the hurricane happened and continue to do so.
Yes, started out the first morning after the flood dispensing water, giving out to the people because we were out of water at the time, and progress from there, trying to help homeowners and family members with the pulling themselves together after losing everything.
Yeah, starting literally from scratch for so many people. And I know that the effort is still underway, more volunteers needed, and really groups of volunteers.
Yes, what we're trying to do is, you know, we've had a low during the cold weather the last couple of weeks, but trying to ramp up for the warmer weather that today is approaching, and to get organizations, private businesses, church groups, all to hopefully step up and volunteer to adopt a site, a home site, a family's home site, and help clean it up, or with building materials, because these folks have lost everything and they really need help with some of those expenditures or the labor.
Yeah, Caroline, what are we seeing as far as how far we've come so far? What's kind of a status update, if you will?
We've been doing pretty good. We have a number of homes that have already been rebuilt, which is kind of astonishing.
Wow.
But the road is long to recovery. But we have a fair amount under construction right now. We have a lot of different groups coming together. You know, so some of the local nonprofits, some of the churches are already stepping up in a big way to help get these families back on the feet. One thing that we're kind of really lacking right now is volunteers for skilled trades. So, you know, if we had any plumbers or HVAC specialists or electricians that wanted to donate their time, that would be amazing. And like Bruce said, we're getting some building donations, so we have like areas of where we're already working hard, but we could always use a little bit more.
And as you're, I know, connecting with these families, you're interacting, both of you, and seeing the response. What does it mean to these families to not only have some of the work being done, but to have the people out there connecting and boots on the ground helping them in this way? Oh,
it's very important. Early on especially, letting people know they weren't alone, because when you have something tragic like this happen, it's really easy to feel isolated and that nobody is there for you, and you're going to, you know, what do I do? Mm-hmm. I've never been through it before. What do I do? And so having the community and people step up and organizations step up and let them know that we're in this together, we'll help each other out and recover together, has been, I think, very, very good for this community and the folks who were devastated.
And I think people want to help. People want to give back in this way, and knowing that that help is getting to the people that need the help is so important. And it is certainly with the Washington County Long-Term Recovery Group.
That's our goal.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about how people can get connected to you guys to learn about these opportunities and to step up.
Sure. So Bruce is actually our volunteer coordinator, and he is the one that's organizing groups that are coming in, groups of volunteers. We have one group coming in from Pennsylvania next week. They're going to be here for 2 weeks. They're going to work 24 hours a day, like something you see on one of those HGTV shows.
That's great.
But yeah, so we're super excited about that. Bruce is right now coordinating as we look ahead to the spring and summer months. I think think those are going to be some really heavy lifts. We have a number of organizations that are volunteering gymnasiums for volunteers to sleep in, just if they come from out of town, just a whole bunch of coordination, and hopefully we'll get all the resources in.
Mission projects right here in our own backyard, really.
Yeah, not only could you volunteer financially to help support the materials that a homeowner needs to rebuild, the labor to help pick things up in his yard, but you could also help sponsor some of these groups that are coming in with meals, a work site. If you're on the river in the flood zone, it's a drive to go just eat lunch. Right. So we're looking for organizations to help with feeding, housing, all of these organizations that we're trying to get to come into the area.
Well, I'm glad that you joined us today. Certainly important information we want to get out to our viewers. Hopefully they can help spread the word as well. That call for volunteers is out there. If you would like to learn more, we've got a phone number right here. You can also find them on Facebook. That will connect you to them as well. Washington County Long-Term Recovery Group. Look for them on Facebook for more information.